Welcome back, dear viewers. Today we have our guest, Mr. Hamza Taqi, Master Performance Consultant. Welcome, Mr. Hamza.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for being here. Of course, in this spirit of festivities and celebrations, we want to ask you about the time where Kuwaitis showed the world great example in how they were united during the crisis. Could you please tell us about that?
It was something like a dream. It was something like spectacular. You know, the funny thing is, like, all different ages, they acclaimed a responsibility for taking care of something because there was no government, and they unite. Like, you see, like 16 and 17 years old, they're carrying the garbage. You see people working out in the corporate society or the shopping centers and the local bakery in the neighborhood. So really amazing union. Like, you know, you go into another town, another place, you don't know people, but immediately you feel their vibes and you say hello and you greet them and they greet you. We miss it really, Fatma. I mean, you know, although it was somehow difficult and a tough period, but somehow the Kuwaiti community became one. Like, you know, they blended together like I've never seen.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, we're talking about resilience and unity and how people were strong, and you know, it's actually inspiring. And when we think about these situations, what can we realize? What are the lessons that we can take from these situations?
I understand that people are really genuinely are good. You know, even the invaders, some of them were good. I mean, if they were all bad, we would have been, wouldn't be here talking to you, for example. But the idea is that because of the fear, because of survival, it made sense that we unite. And the other thing is that, you know, those people who have factories for food, they opened their factories. Those people who are, you know, in all the categories that I can talk to you about, they're all contributed to the, you know, to the resilience, to not to change our license plates, for example, or not even to change the clock, because they changed the clock and we wouldn't change even the clock. So. And the murderers and the PLOs, the you know, prisoners of war, they were like, you know, ordinary people. They have nothing to do with the war. They were like, you know, trying to make a living or trying to occupy their mind, like selling cheese in some of the areas, or, you know, helping the communities that are around to get whatever food they got. Although, as I remember, is that, you know, we had a room where we had so many stuff. We had so many stuff. I remember when my father came during, like, just a couple of days before the airstrike on the 17th of January. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he was in Emirates, and he flew from Emirates to Amman, and Amman, from Amman, he took a bus through Iraq, and then he came, and I was shocked. What brought you here? People are running off,
yes.
and you're coming, and he had 2 big bags, and full of food, like, you know, pasta and chocolate and some stuff, you know, and when he saw the room that we have full of food, because Kuwait was like, it has a lot of stuff. We never got hungry. So, you know, people will you know, knock at the door, and then you go out to open the door, you see a bunch of money, cash, you know, in the ground, and you pick it up, you open the door, the person, whoever throw it, left. He knows that maybe these people needs or something. And some money came from outside as well to help the Kuwaitis, maintain a living, and even the people who were studying on like in the academic, like PhD, and they were working, like they had a job and they were getting their salary. And during the invasion, they got their salary and they got their schooling and everything. And when they came back, they had the salary reserved. So, I mean, which country does this to its people? And I always say, sometimes we kind of complain and, talk negatively or think in a negative way about our beautiful country. Is that sometimes we need to remember John F. Kennedy when he said, ask not what your country have done for you, ask what you have done for your country. So it's about time that we start giving back rather than just want to take and want to, material. Till when?
I agree. I totally agree. And of course, I always say, we don't only live in Kuwait, Kuwait lives in us too.
Absolutely.
And from your point of view, Mr. Hamza, what do you think happened that helped in bonding the Kuwaiti people or Kuwaitis psychologically? Was it only survival instinct at that time, or was it more?
It's you tend to go in this type of the situation, you tend to go to your roots. So you go to the basic, you go to your values, you blend with people who have common value, they have common denominator with you. Who else is your country men and women? So we became one family. Literally, we became one family. All over Shamia, Salmiya, Rumayfiya, Jahra, Subahiya, all over the place, we became one family. And truly, there were some, incident that I personally went through that was really, really difficult. But then I wouldn't think about it a lot. I try to put a full stop and open a new page. And I always want to be, to survive, sometimes you want to be positive. Mm-hmm. So positivity comes from community. When we are together, we are stronger. And that's what made us together. Fear as well. Fear is an emotion that makes you, want to bond with people who are like you, who are like-minded. So all of these factors, I believe, made us, living in a very, very special way. Like people are helping each other in little things and in big things, everything. So it was really, really remarkable what happened during the crisis. Mm-hmm. And I hope, our new generation, see what we went through and what happened before. Yes. And, read about, إسرار القبندي أو أحمد
وفاء العامر.
يا وفاء العامر وأحمد قبندي وغيرهم
أحمد قبازات. Yes,
غيرهم من of the people who really sacrificed their blood.
Yes, they are martyrs. Yes, of this country. Yes. I'm sorry, Mr. Hamza, we do have a lot more questions. We're just going to take this break and we will come back.
Sure.
Dear viewers, we have this report now. We will take a break and watch this report, so please stay tuned.
سطعت ونورت في كل بيت، حيو دار فرحت وفخرت بأميرها، مشعل الرأس والحزن حبك الأهل الكويت، الكويت اللي زهت في مقام كبيرها. حيو من شمس سطعت ونورت في كل بيت، وحيو دار فرحت وفخرت بأميرها، مشعل العز بكل أهل الكويت، الكويت اللي زهت في مقام كبيرة. حيوا حيوا شمس سطعت ونورت في كل بيت، وحيوا دار فرحت وفخرت بأميرها. اشعال العز والحزن حب كل أهل الكويت، الكويت اللي زهت في مقام كبيرها. الكويت اللي زهت في مقام كبيرها. اشعال الأحمد نعم حنا من انت هويت، احنا طلع الأرض هذه أهلها وأحرارها. اشعال الأحمد نعم حنا من انت هويت، حنا طلع الأرض هذه أهلها وأحرارها. وكلنا سمعا وطاعة وساعدك لين انت خير. كلنا سمعا وطاعة وساعدك لين انت خير. حنا لك يمك معاك وللكويت اسوارها، حنا لك يمك معاك وللكويت اسوارها. حنا لك يمك معاك وللكويت اسوارها. الكويت اللي زهت في مقام كبيرها.
سيدي مشعل الأحمد على القوة، انت فعلك على مد النظر شوفه، من كثر ما براسك طيب ومروضة، لا بقى مجد ما صفحتك كفوفه.
سيدي مشعل الأحمد على القوة، انت فعلك على مد النظر شوفه، من كثر ما براسك طيب ومروة، ما بقى مجد ما صفحتك كفوفه.
أنا بشي غير اللي تبي سوى،
يا بعد
من نسف بشتعل كتوفه، وارض بسيف عز القاطفة الضوى، يا وريث الصباح وعظم سيوفه.
ما نبي شيء غير اللي تبي سواه، يا بعد من نسف بيشتهى على كتوفه، وعرض بسيف عز المعطفة ضواه، يا وريث الصباح وعظم سيوفه. سيدي سيدي مش على الأحمد على القوة، انت فعلك على مد النظر شوفه، من كثر ما براسك طيب ومروة، ما بقى مجدي ما صفحتك كفوفه.
Welcome back, dear viewers. We are still here with Mr. Hamza Taqi, Master Performance Consultant, and we are talking today on the 26th of February about the unity of Kuwaitis, right, Mr. Hamza?
Yes.
So tell us, what are the strengths points of the Kuwaiti people?
I mean, you know, as I mentioned, they were like each, like they became a team, like a true sense of a team. You know, I have a certain capability. For example, I know my capability. I can't hold a gun and run after people and stuff. But my role was always to bring positive news, to uplift, you know, the people around me. Another person who's always, you know, seeking news and giving us, you know, what's going on and updates. Another person is cleaning the street. Another person is working. So really, they made themselves available. Of course, it helps. You know, when you're sitting home, just sitting like this, it's not gonna it's not gonna help you. But you occupy your brain and your mind and your body with activities for the community, and that was really, you know, they worked in everything. Because all the workers that were in Kuwait, they all ran away. So Kuwait was empty, and we had to take care of all the other services that, you know, the people who, you know, somebody learned how to make bread. I mean, you know, they're like 18 and 17 years old. They learned how to make, you know, the first time it wasn't that good, but after a while, their bread was better than even the one we get now. So these strength is I think it's a basic, as I told you, of the values of love, you know, true love, unconditional love, and you know, we saw each other as brothers and sisters.
Of course.
And that you know made us strong, made us you know, capable of getting through the emotional stuff that happened. There are so many emotional stuff, but you know, because we were together, we're helping each other, we're supporting each other. In any ways, each person's capability, they were doing their best.
Yes.
So that's really, you know, makes me honored to be, humbly honored to be a Kuwaiti, really.
That's amazing, and very proud, of course, and we're very proud of all Kuwaitis, you know, whether they participated or where they were. I was 4 when the you know, invasion happened. Yes. So, but I do hear a lot of stories about pride, strength, unity from my parents. Now, speaking of that, what do you think of the Kuwaiti community today?
The Kuwaiti community is the Kuwaiti community, is the same. But see, from my side, I see, you know, that we are a bit laid back. We're a bit relaxed. A person shouldn't be relaxed.
We shouldn't take it for granted.
We shouldn't take it for granted. We're here to work. We have a limited life. What are you going to do? What are we producing? So, you know, I would like us to be more, you know, serious about our work, about our journeys, about what we are doing in this. You know, we have to have a purposeful life. And you know what happened with the Palestinians situation, I believe made us more prepared and awake, more and aware of, you know, the materialism and the stuff that we gear to look for, and I teach marketing, but yet, you know, we should be a little bit, you know, pause a little bit and think before we become compulsive buyers and and really live life in a more purposeful way.
And focus
it's a
on
short
what's
life.
important.
Yes, what's important. And what's for this country. This country gave us a lot.
Yes.
And it's really, it's time to give back for the, I mean, the environment, the desert, the sea. How are we treating it? Are we treating it like this is our country, or we drink something and we throw from, we keep our cars clean and the street dirty? This is not a Kuwaiti way. A Kuwaiti way would protect all these things, because they know for them and for their grandchildren and grandchildren and forever people will come, whether they are Kuwaiti or non-Kuwaitis, to enjoy this beautiful land, which is full with pure people and really honest. And that's what made us, you know, got us liberated, because of all of the good deeds that, you know, since aeons we've been doing and helping other humans in other parts of the world.
Right. So this is amazing, actually. Thank you very much, Mr. Hamza, for these pieces of information. It was a lovely interview, and we couldn't pick a better day than the 26th of February to have you with us here on Hala Kuwait. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Dear viewers, we were with Mr. Hamza Taqi, Master Performance Consultant. Now we will go on our break for the report, and we will be right back.